morning solar panels. So, welcome to SquiniCentral. Sun rises in the east. All of the plants are pointed at the sun. Stream beans especially, look at those guys. And they close their solar panels at night. It's really kind of cool to see. Everybody's looking at the sun over here. Sorry, it's through the... There we go. Look at them. They're all pointed that direction. Even the mint over there looks like it's pointed at the sun. These guys here. Over there. Everything points at the sun in the morning. Including me. I'm going to actually be working on getting my compost garden, I guess you call it. It's not really a compost garden. It's next to my compost pile. So I call it the compost garden. It's where I'm putting my melons and my okra and pumpkins to grow this year. I actually need to spray them with some potassium bicarbonate because they're growing mushrooms right now. Which, I mean, yes, mushrooms are great. It means your soil is good. But it also means that there's fungus there. And last year they did have a bunch of what's called my gosh, the mildew that goes on your squash plants. That grew a lot there, or it was prevalent over there. Morning pains. So I'm gonna spray a little potassium bicarbonate down to try to reduce the amount of spores that are over there. So hopefully, powdery mildew. Got it. Takes me a minute sometimes. So hopefully the amount of powdery mildew will not be so bad this year. So I had to grab my mallet so I can hammer them in. But I'm going to be working on that today in a little bit. I gotta go feed the dog now. Okay, so it's afternoon now. I actually did already go back and put the fence back into the ground. I wanted to make sure I did it before the chickens got out, just to make sure it would hold before I did all that I want to do to it. But I am now in garden 2, and I'm planting some carrots. So yeah, I probably should have done this before I put the mulch down, but you know, hey, whatever, it's happening, right? So what I've done is I'm trying to use as much space as possible. Carrots use a little space, so I am planting them between the peppers and this side of the bed, and I'm pushing back the mulch from the bed, or from the edge I should say. Trying to see around what I'm doing, not through the camera here. So I'm pushing it back from the edge, and as you see, I had laid cardboard down because the cardboard, since carrots or seeds are so tiny, I don't bury them. You don't need to really bury them. You just need to get them in the ground. You could lightly cover them with soil, but like, I'm not really going through that. So what I do is I then disturb the ground a little bit. There you go. That's my lightly covering them with soil. Once I put them down, that stuff they'll be falling into crevices and whatnot. So lightly disturb your soil. That's light. And then what I was doing here is I'm wetting these cardboard pieces. I just picked up an Amazon box. Trying to get them a little pre-wet, just so that when I put them on there, they're already damp. They're already wet. I wet the area. I'm actually doing 2 at once, so let me go back and finish with this one that I was going to do next. Old tags. Alright, so I push back the mulch, disturb the soil a little bit. And then, where's my bag? Right here I've got some, I think these are just Danvers half-long carrots. I'm going to plant those there, then I'm going to put a different variety over there, because these 2 are Danvers long, and the one on the end is a rainbow, the last of the rainbow variety I had, so I threw that in there. So I'm just going to grab a pinch, and now I don't do this as perfection. Pellets would make it perfection. But I'm just going to kind of drop them Try not to drop too many in one area, because if you have too many in one area, you're definitely going to want to thin them out. But I'm pretty good about not over. There we go. So that should be enough. And then I take my pre-moistened cardboard, semi-size appropriate. I guess this one's okay. Yep. So it's wet. I put the wet side down. Since I like things to match, I'm gonna put the blue that way. Make sure I don't knock down. And I'm just pushing down on it so it stays. I'm gonna wet these again so they're a little more wet. I'm just gonna put some water on top of that. I've already wet the ground underneath. I'm just trying to get that box wet so that it stays in place. I will take these off in about 3 to 5 days and check to see if they've germinated some. And then once they've germinated and I can tell if I need to, like, well, I need to let them grow a little more than just germination, and then I'll thin them out. If I find a couple weeks from now that there's like a bunch in one little area, I can thin them out some. Or I won't, and I'll just get a gob. Depends on how busy I am. And then once I take the cardboard off, I'll kind of move the mulch around them as carefully as I can, and let them keep growing. So that's how I'm planting carrots. I'm going to plant, like I said, here, this row here, that is a little itty bitty pepper. So in between there, one more down there, and then I am not sure. I need more. I might, since this bed, I'm not sure how this bed's gonna end up. I might just take out these flowered, these gone to flower, and plant some right along the edge here. Get a nice long row of some carrots. So we'll see. But it's looking good, looking good. Okay, so like I said, I got the fence back up all the way around, just hammered it back into the ground. One girl flew in there earlier today. This one over there, she's not in there. I think she's trying to figure out why she's not in there. So there are some points where I need to go around and fill in their dust bath areas. And maybe put like a lawn clip in there. A lawn, called the lawn spikes to hold down the wire on the edge. So I'll work on that tomorrow. Actually only, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there, really? So I'm gonna have to cover these up. No, go away. Go away. Go. Go. Go someplace, not here. Go. Y'all are like cutting yourselves and don't even care. All right, so I'm gonna put a little mini fence around this as well. No problem. I only planted one row, the one I was showing you, because I need to go inside and make dinner. So thank you for joining me. Stop it! Oh, goodness. Angela, move. And I'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.